G'day viewers, well what an absolutely beautiful morning, and I'm back on this block again. I've been here quite a number of times now, and I'm just walking down the paddock, and I'm just recovering some of the areas I detected before. There's just so many signals here, and I've found a few harmonica reeds so far that I missed earlier. Anyhow, I've got a good signal here, and it's in the 50s. I'm here with the Manticore, of course, today with the standard coil, and I got something fairly interesting here. Now, I wonder what that could be. Turning it over, could be a little brooch or something. I'm trying to get out of the shadows there a bit. That's interesting looking. You know, I've got a little brush with me. I'll just clean it up and I'll get back to you in a second. Well, here it is. It's a lovely little brooch thing. It's got some coloured stones in it. I'm not sure what the design is. It almost looks like a musical note. That's a lovely find for the start of the day. Hopefully it's a sign of good things to come. Yeah, just amazing. I've been over all this area, and when you go over it again, you just find lots of other signals that you've missed. Oh, I'm right under the tree, and I've got a good signal. It's very, very deep though. So I'll try and dig that out and see what that is. There is something here. What is that? Oh, look at that. That's one of those Decanter labels. This is the second one of those I've found here. The other one had Madeira on it, as you would have seen in one of my earlier videos, and this one's got port on it. Still part of the chain. I wonder if this one's is hallmarked. Oh, it is too. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, that's a great find. It's very deep. Bit of an iffy signal because it was so deep. Excellent. All right, let's carry on. Not many signals in this area, but yeah, I've so far found two good things, so that's great. Well, I just got that Decanter port label. It was just over there under that tree, and I got another signal here. It's a very fluffy sort of signal. Bit all over the place, but it's positive. Now I'll dig that one out, and if it's anything good, I'll get back to you. And this is all it was. 50 signal, and it looks like a lump of lead, but I don't know what it is really. Might be just a lump of old rusty iron by the looks of it. It just falls apart. Yeah. Not sure, may even be a musket ball. In fact, it's sort of looking as though it might be. Yeah, anyhow, that's all it is. Let's carry on. Oh, I found lots of these this morning. The old harmonica reeds. I reckon I found 4 or 5 of these at least this morning, and I've only been going for a little while. Oh well, that one was pretty deep too. What a glorious day. They said today it'd be cold because we had a bit of a cool change yesterday, but it's not. It's brilliant, perfect. Okay, I'm in another paddock now. That's a neighbour's paddock, but I've got permission to be here. Yeah, I've got a good signal here. And I do believe we have our first coin. It looks like a little threepence of some sort. Anyhow, I've got a squirty bottle with me. I'll clean that up and I'll get back to you. Well, I've just cleaned it up and it's an English one. It looks like it's 1874. First coin for today, and it's a lovely old English silver as well. So that's great. Okay, let's carry on. There may be some more here. Anyhow, I'm just sort of heading back towards this gateway. I came through here before and I got a fairly good signal. It was a bit iffy, but I reckon we have another coin here. And that's, it looks like an Edward VII, threepence. I can't see the other side now, but anyhow, I'll clean that one up and I'll get home. So that's good. And out of this hole, here's part of a little toy. It's the first toy part I found today. Don't know what that is. Haven't done many live digs, so here's a good signal. Something in the low 80s, so I'll dig that one and see how we get on. Whether it's anything good or just rubbish. This paddock has been pretty lean of good finds, really. When you're detecting, you're really aware of how much wire and rubbish is in the ground. Because this paddock's full of wire. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, rubbish. Yeah, all right, let's carry on. Okay, this is the next good signal. It's in the 90s. Be nice if that was something good, but yeah, we'll see. Must be out. A case of the disappearing target. Anyhow, that's all right. It must be here somewhere. We'll just have to dig a bit more. So either I'm off target a bit or it's deeper, I guess. But it's definitely still there. All right, I'll have another go. No. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. It's just in here. somewhere. Be nice if this was something good to show you, but don't get your hopes up too high. It may be just rubbish. Ah, look at that. Look down there. Oh, that looks nice. Tis a coin of some sort. Oh, it's a... Oh, look at that. It's an early florin. 1917. You beauty. Ha ha. Lovely. These don't come my way very often. That was a lovely find. Excellent. Ah, well, you just never know what's going to come along, do you? Lovely bit of early Australian silver. Anyhow, fantastic. Okay, out of this hole I got a good signal and... Oh, look at that. I see something that's potentially really nice. It's an old brooch or something like that. Fantastic. Anyhow, I'll clean that one up a bit and get back to you. Okay, well here it is. That's nice, isn't it? Nice bit of old Victoriana, I suppose you'd call that. Lovely brooch. Ah, it's always fantastic finding these. That's a beautiful find. All right, let's keep going. Okay, got a good signal out of here. It was 89. And, yeah, look at that. That sort of looks a bit rounded, doesn't it? Oh, and tell me that's more silver. Oh, look at that. Oh, what is that? 1 shilling. Geez, it's a day of silvers. I don't think I've found any copper coins today. I'll just give that a bit of a clean up and I'll get back to you. And here we are, a lovely 1915 1 shilling. Beautiful. George V on the other side. Wow, what a lovely coin. Geez, I've done well with the silvers this morning. Anyhow, we will carry on. There might be more here. Coming in the low 60s, this just came up and I just realised that it's probably the backing plate from a belt buckle. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on there, it's just flat. It's a bit bent up. And this was the next signal to come up. Just taking a closer look. There's actually a bit of a leaf design on that. Don't know what that was part of. Who knows? Okay, great signal here. It was in the 60s. And I see a bit of copper down there. I reckon we might be up for another coin. It's pretty crusty. It looks like a Commonwealth penny. In not the best condition. Oh, well, the first copper coin for today. Normally it's the other way around. You usually find a lot more copper than silver. And out of this hole here is a musket ball. Here's one of those shield-shaped horse brasses. I'll try and get it in the sun. There we go. Yeah, gave a great signal from deep in the hole. Ah, well, the time's sort of getting on now. It's time for me to go soon. I've made some lovely old finds this morning. I find these vacant blocks on the edges of small towns are really great places to detect because you don't know what happened here 100 years ago, and a lot of these towns have declined over the years, whereas in the bigger cities they've all grown and all the vacant land's been built on, so it's you haven't got the opportunity there. But this has been really great, and I've made some lovely old finds this morning that have been dropped from all those years ago. So anyhow, it's about time for me to go, and I'll catch you all in the review. Just heading across to the ute, just walking over the paddock that I've detected already, and I got a signal it was 38, and yeah, this came out. So I'm not sure what that is, whether there's anything on it or not. Anyhow, perhaps when I clean it up I might find something. As is usual, here's today's pile of rubbish, and a few slightly better items are the 2 buckles and the shield shaped horse brass. And moving on to the best from today, here's the Commonwealth penny, and it's dated 1916. Moving on to today's silver coins, here's the 2 lovely little English threepences. The 1874 one is in really great condition, but the other one's pretty worn, and it's dated 1907. And turning them over is Edward VII and Queen Victoria, looking towards each other. And now moving on to the lovely Australian big silvers, the 1917 florin and the 1915 shilling, with of course George V on the other side. Just getting away from the silvers for a minute, isn't this a lovely ornate decorative item? Turning it over, there seems to be a bit of a bent over loop on one edge, so I just wondered if this was part of a buckle or whether it was a brooch, but it's certainly a lovely find anyhow. Alright, heading back into the silvers, here's the Port Decanter label. It was covered in a thick layer of black crud, and despite my best efforts, this is the cleanest I could get it. I put it next to my Madeira label, which I found here on an earlier hunt, which you might have seen in my round 2 video. Before detecting this paddock, I'd never found any of these, and now I've got 2 from here. Just looking at the hallmarks from today's label, and it's exactly the same as on the Madeira label. These 2 might have been part of a set. There still might be 1 or 2 buried in the ground out there, who knows. Anyhow, after finding the Madeira label, this is what I found out about these hallmarks. So these Decanter labels are definitely the oldest finds from this paddock. And finally I'll finish up with today's first decent find. This lovely little pin, studded with pearls and rubies. Well, probably not real ones, but it certainly looks the part. And turning it over, you can see that it was a pin, and although I can't see any markings, I reckon this is made out of silver too. Well, I had a great day today, some lovely items coming up, with a good selection of silver items. So it really turned out to be a silvery sort of day. Anyhow, that's about all for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again next time.